Oh yeah. This is gonna be so sick!
Alright, John. Do just as they say, and we should make it out of this alive.
Yo, AI! You sound just like my friend B.
Please stay focused, John. John, grab those stickies and combat evolve the gravity hammer.
Okay, like this? Huh!
What kind of throw is that?
Whoops. Hey, what does this thing do?
That's a drop shield.
Whoa! Dude, that is so gnarly!
John, will you get your head in the game?
John, will you get your head in the game?
I heard that, you know.
No, you didn't.
John, we're taking too much damage!
Halo Infinite is so awesome!
John, you suck. Hop on Halo and subscribe to No Way It's Brandon. No Way It's Brandon. Power to the gamer. Rated E for everyone.
Firefight.
This sector is your #1 priority, soldier.
Set, start, skulls on.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You guys know who it is. It's your guy. No Way It's Brandon. Coming at you guys again with another video for today. How are you guys doing, man? You guys doing well? You guys doing great? You guys doing absolutely stupendously fantastic. As always, guys, we are back right at it with some more Halo Reach today, man. Playing some Firefight. And more specifically, some Fuel Rod Gun Firefight today. So beside that, hopefully everyone is having a great day. Having a fantastic, whatever day it is, man. Out there playing some games, doing your thing. And we're just playing some Firefight today because I got to get some challenges done. And one of them is Firefight Fodder and Firefighter. So we will be able to get this one done today, but this one in the span of 2 videos. But I also wanted to play some Firefight today because I just kind of wanted to talk about some of what I saw on this article. So on August 12th, I saw an article on this website called Kotaku. I think is how you pronounce it. And I'll probably leave a link down below so you guys can go and check it out if you want. Oh, someone just quit. So basically, this article was talking about assassinations in Halo Infinite. Or more so, how assassinations aren't going to be in Halo Infinite. So there was quite a bit more to read in this. Oh my God, what's going on? There was quite a bit to read in this article. It wasn't too long of an article, but there are some more details within the article. But I just wanted to kind of give you the bread and butter of it. But just as I said, if you guys are interested in reading it and checking it out, I will definitely do that. Dude, I keep stuttering. Sorry about that. But basically, all the way at the top, it was saying how one of the devs, who is the lead, I think the lead level designer. I'll read it in just a second. I'm doing this live, by the way, just because I kind of wanted to do it this way. But basically, one of the devs said that they didn't see the point in having assassinations because they noticed or they saw that players just end up turning it off. And I want to get the name really quick. So the name of the dev was Tom French, who is the senior mission designer. So Tom French is the senior mission designer on the game. And then it said, assassinations will not be part of Halo Infinite at launch, and could actually skip the game entirely. So at that last part, when it said that it can skip the game entirely, I was kind of okay, maybe it just ain't gonna be a Halo Infinite thing. It just isn't. And so a little bit after that, when they said that they saw that players typically just turned it off, that was kind of what I was saying about a week and a half ago when I was talking about the assassinations not being in the flight testing. And I was saying that when it came to kind of being or playing more sweaty when it came to Halo, people usually either turn it off or they just don't hold down the melee button. They just kind of tap it just so that they can get a back smack, because every single time you assassinate somebody, especially in like arena PvP on 4v4 slayers, 4v4 maps, you're always going to be exposed to getting back smacked by someone else, by getting sniped. You're just left vulnerable. pretty much. So I mean, unless you're playing maybe Big Team Battle or Warzone, you're probably going to be screwed. So people end up just turning it off. And so that was, I had pretty much called it. I think that was what I was saying. I was well, there's probably going to be some kind of maybe not a majority, but enough players for 343 to not have it activated because they don't use it, because it leaves them vulnerable. And there were probably enough of those players where 343 just didn't see it being worth it to use the assets, use the money, use whatever technology that they have to make assassinations. Because, I mean, think about it. Why would you want to make something that not a lot of people are going to be using? I mean, as much as it kind of sucks, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, to be honest with you. And obviously, look, I love assassinations. That is one of my favorite features. I mean, I make whole videos based around assassinating players in Halo 5. But to be fair, though, that's literally the only time I ever do that. And generally, in my other Halo gameplays, whether if it's Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 5, I always try to just backsmack him. I never try to actually get the assassination, because whenever I'm playing Slayer, or maybe even Infection in some cases, I don't like to even have a second where I am exposed to getting killed. You know what I'm saying? So I usually just reserved it for Warzone, and specifically to clown some people because I have active camo. And you guys know, I usually try to save those assassinations when I have a player isolated all by themselves with no teammates around. They're sitting at their base. But that's never a thing that would ever really occur when you're just playing regular Slayer. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a, I mean, I think generally players understand that whole thing, and no one really seems that upset that assassinations are probably not going to make an appearance in Halo Infinite, because they understand that whole thing. They know that when you go and assassinate somebody, you're really likely to get killed by somebody because you are left defenseless. But the flip side of the coin, though, is that you have the option to do it, though. And that's just a risk of using the assassination or just doing it. Because, I mean, maybe this isn't the same kind of comparison, but whenever you go for a power weapon, whenever you make some kind of move that might be a bit risky, you know what I'm saying? Whether if it's going to go grab the sword, grab the rockets that are in the middle of the map, you're probably gonna get sniped by somebody. But that's just the risk of going for the power weapons. You know what I'm saying? So it's just risk versus reward. So I just kind of saw it as, I also kind of saw it as let players choose if they want to use it or not, because it is a really cool thing. And especially when you earn that kill, when you earn that assassination, it's really cool to humiliate players, because it's also the equivalent of getting a fatality in Mortal Kombat. Obviously, different game, but once you beat a player, you can do this really cool finisher on them. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of how I also saw it in Halo 5, Halo 4, Halo Reach, every game that had assassinations. And then so further down on here, it says will not be part of Halo Infinite at launch. It could possibly miss game entirely. This is because players reportedly turn off the feature anyway, making it a useless inclusion in the highly anticipated sequel. So literally what I just said, it just kind of makes it a useless feature if players turn it off anyway. But it's just, I wonder how many reports were there, if they have some kind of percentage, some kind of statistic, because dang, that's a lot of players for them to really consider not even bothering with it. You know what I'm saying? And so it also says down here, we actually really love assassinations. French told Eurogamer of the change, but what happens a lot But what happens at a lot of levels is people just turn them off because there's a gameplay disadvantage to it. And then that just means that you're vulnerable, you are defenseless at times, pardon me. So that's really just the whole thing, is that anytime that you're doing it, you can get domed, you can get yoinked even, then you end up missing out on your kill. Because that's happened to me quite a few times, admittedly, whenever I play Halo 5 and whenever I'm getting Assassinations. And I think you guys have even been a witness to that. Whenever I'm trying to troll some players in Halo 5, somebody yoinks me, someone else takes my kill as I'm assassinating him. Because sometimes those assassinations take a bit too long, because you can take someone's kill like that easy. Sniper to the head, they have a shotgun on them, they got rockets, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So you just end up missing out on your kill. Dude, this ODST guy is all the way out here. But that was pretty much the whole rundown of that article. And just as I said, I will be leaving it in the description so that you guys can check it out for yourselves. But I mean, just as I was saying, when I was actually playing the Insider program, granted, I did have quite a few opportunities to assassinate some bots. I probably wouldn't have otherwise if they were actually players. You know what I'm saying? If they were non-bot players, just because I do not like to waste time standing in one spot assassinating somebody, because I know very easily somebody can be coming around the corner with a shotgun and they see me vulnerable when I could have just backsmacked the player and then try to get better positioning on him. I mean, it is what it is with that. But there will undoubtedly be instances where you know that a player is all by themselves, right? They're maybe sitting at their spawn, or maybe your teammates killed, maybe your teammates killed everybody else, and you know for certainty that is the only player right there. Or maybe it's the last kill. Maybe it's the last kill of the game kind of situation. I don't know. But there will undoubtedly be scenarios where you could very easily get an assassination. So that's just kind of a tough thing. I'm all, dang, dude, because there were quite a few times on those Halo Infinite gameplays that I had where I had, you know, all day to get those assassinations. You know what I'm saying? So feel free to go ahead and check out my gameplays for Halo Infinite. I still have them up. I have a whole playlist dedicated to those Halo Infinite Insider Program gameplays. So you guys can definitely check those out and then just see for yourself how many times I had opportunities to get those kills, to get those assassinations. And I was thinking, I mean, I am not a game dev, obviously. I don't know how much money 343 has. I don't know what kind of resources they have. But I was thinking they could have at least done maybe just a Halo Reach thing where they just have, or Halo Reach and Halo 4 thing where you just have standard assassinations. You know, you don't have to make too many of them. You can just make a small handful, and you don't have to put in all the hard work to make a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of what I was thinking about it too. So maybe it didn't seem like a waste, but then at the same time, you just might get tired of seeing the same assassinations all the time. I know it is such a mixed bag of thoughts on that, but generally, as far as I can tell, players seem all right with not having assassinations. I mean, I'm pretty much okay with it too. Just as I was saying, man. I mean, I was playing Halo Infinite. I didn't really miss the assassinations too much, although I love the assassinations. I told you guys this plenty of times. I sound like a broken record. I love them to death. Are my teammates dead? They're all dead. What the heck, dude? I don't know how they died, but I love those assassinations to death. You know what I'm saying? So do not get your boy wrong on that. They are super cool. I mean, especially when you saw all the cool ones in Halo 5. You know, when it came to Get Low or all the, what do you call it? Get Low, Shove It, even Shove It was a super sick one. And I saw it as a very cool thing for 343 to just monetize again. That was pretty much my whole perspective. So as it as it stands right now, it just doesn't seem as if they're gonna be there. They might miss the game entirely, and then there was a small aspect too that I did miss, is that there are plenty of times to do assassinations in PvE modes, in firefights. Maybe if 343 comes out with some different types of PvE modes in Halo Infinite, where you have more than enough time. You have more than enough time to get assassinations in firefight, in Warzone firefight, whatever it is. It was really just a whole PvP thing. Just like small based arena PvP modes where it just didn't seem like the best idea to have assassinations enabled. But hey man, just as I said, it's kind of a mixed bag of all this stuff, and it is what it is with it. But I think that's going to have to do it for this one, guys. I don't want to keep it here for too long. That game actually kind of went by quite quick. But you guys let me know about what you think in terms of this assassination stuff. And I did talk about it last week or a week and a half ago, but that was just me talking. But I was talking based off of the article that I saw. And it is what it is. I mean, I honestly do hope that they make a return at some point, because look, honestly, I think that players should at least have the option to, but at the same time, I don't know how much work goes into making this stuff, because you have to mocap it, you have to test it during gameplay, you have to see if it makes any sort of glitches. There's a whole bunch of game development stuff in terms of that, but that's enough for that. I will leave the link for this article in the description just in case you guys want to go ahead and check it out. But anyway, thank you guys again for watching, man. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys can please like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the content, that'd be absolutely stupendously fantastic as always, guys. And as usual, I will see you in the next one. And I got a Fretz outro.